Why don't you walk us through? A year ago, you weren't doing Revive Infusions. A year ago, you were working as a nurse. Now you have your own business that you're ready to launch. Walk us through how that happened and what your plans are, and just, I don't know, talk a little bit.
Anthony knows that I do not like to talk, but I will do my best. So I've been a nurse for a few years. I absolutely love being a nurse. I love helping people. So that has been my greatest desire, just to help people. And I would love to continue doing that at the hospital, but I have since started a family. And my desire for my family, the wealth that I want to build for my family, I have found that we cannot do that by working for somebody else. So I have been forced to get my business started in order to create the wealth that I want for my family, the life that we want. So I am fortunate to have met Anthony and Rhino, to be a part of Rhino, who has helped me tremendously into getting my business started, this idea for Revive, and bring it to fruition.
So what is Revive?
Well, Revive is a IV nutrition therapy business that helps people pretty much get their health and wellness to where they want it to be, optimal health and wellness.
So IV, you're talking about intravenous, like the things you put in your arms.
Yes, absolutely. We have created a blend, about 10 different options that people can choose from. But if you don't find something that you want in those 10 infusions, we have the ability to customize an infusion for you for whatever your medical needs are or your health or wellness needs are.
So what would be like an example of a top seller, right? Because I've never done an IV infusion, but I'm also not oblivious that it is a really, really popular niche business. And I say niche because I don't think a lot of people do it, but those that do it are like, oh my God, I love this. I'm always going to do this. So what is it that, if you describe the top product, this is the combination, this is who it's for, this is what it does for them. Like, how can I become Superman, right? Like, I want to be Superman.
Okay. The top three that comes to mind, the first one that a lot of people will tell you about is the hangover drip. That is popular in party cities, LA, New York, places like that. Pretty much if you party too much the night before, we can get you feeling like Superman in like an hour.
Oh,
so,
cool.
So that's one of the popular ones. But there is also another one that is called Myers. On our website, we call it Revive Power, only because it has the power to make you feel like a different person. It was actually created by this doctor called John Myers. That's where it gets its name. He is a doctor out of Baltimore. And he started using infusions to treat his patients for a variety of medical problems. And he found that it was very effective in treating not only cardiovascular issues, just like, what I gotta say, common medical issues, but other things like anxiety and asthma and respiratory issues, migraines, just a variety of issues that people would never think IV therapy would cure, not cure, but treat symptoms. So that's another popular one. And then there is just the plain old hydration. A lot of people don't get enough hydration from just drinking water. And working in the hospital, I have found that a lot of people come in because they're dehydrated. And not everybody has the funds to go to the hospital to get an IV bag. So I wanted to make it more accessible to the community to just get hydration from our clinic.
That's so cool. So like, again, I'm so oblivious to this, but I know what you're talking about in terms of Vegas and New York City. Like, they have those trucks that drive around like hangover bags, and I've seen people go from hangover to like tennis pro in like 10 minutes. So say for instance, I'm feeling down, right? I'm low on fluids, I'm low on hydration. I go ahead and do an IV infusion for hydration.
Right.
Can I expect that within a half hour, I'm like a new person? Like, what is the zero to hero nature of this? What can I expect?
So everybody's different. Everybody tolerates IV infusions differently. But I can tell you from my personal experience that I have felt within 30 minutes to an hour, a different person, completely revived, no pun intended. So it could take, sometimes it takes a day for you to feel the effects of the micronutrients in your system. But it usually takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour for you to start feeling better, well.
That's pretty cool. So what is the cost of something like this?
So there are different combinations, different amounts of the micronutrients. So the prices vary. We can go from $120 to about $200, depending on what you're coming in for. If you're coming for us to treat a medical problem, you can expect to range between $150. Just for hydration, maybe about $100.
All right. Now, I know that you're a local company, and some companies, they don't really travel over the internet well. Like, I don't know if you could give me an IV via Zoom. I don't think you could. But
No,
in
Anthony.
but in that case, your business only would grow globally by awareness, people knowing who you are. But more or less, you might be able to encourage others. Like, there are others that are watching this that might be nurses or that might be doctors and say, that's a really good idea. I would love to do that. Let me find out more about how she's doing it, or what her products are, or what her pricing is, or what her website looks like. Or even more than that, so for those that don't know, Tange had this dream business idea, but as it pertains to her website, her logo, her everything, it was done through Rhino University. It was done because she signed up with Rhino University, no cost. We built it with her, put her on Rhino Marketplace, and here she is. Those that are wondering, like, hey, I've never built a website before, how can I do it? Might all be interested in checking out what your site is. And I know that once you go on your site, there is a newsletter option.
Right.
I think you had said to me earlier, by those who sign up on the newsletter, it'll kind of be like what is it that they get? Like, because I know you want to get people into just kind of following you a little bit.
Right. So like Anthony said, my business is local. So for those of you who aren't local, the way you can support Revive is by sharing our website, liking our Facebook, Revive Infusions LLC, Instagram, Revive Infusions LLC. And really, what we have to offer the community is education. We will be sending out newsletters, different educational posts, any new cocktails that we have developed, designed to help different illnesses or by popular demand, whatever it is, we will send out to you. Also different discounts that we can offer our community, just for our community.